Today I got 834 PWW, one of the Benz, which I was already happy when I did the pre-trip because I looked around, everything checks out okay. Granted, the headlight on the right side isn't on and everything, but what can you do? And today my shift is from 6 to 1. Even though I prefer Chrysler, this van is pretty good. Let me establish that. So yeah, just wait until it's time for pickup, and in the meantime I'm just eating my breakfast and I'm back from vacation. I love how unique a lot of the plates in the fleet have been getting lately. Y71 UHS, I know I won't have it tomorrow because I know it's not a wheelchair van, but still. Just waiting here in the meantime until it's 6 p.m. Just had some of my breakfast and everything. Gonna have some Prime because, got some from Walmart and everything because it's cheaper than the bodegas nowadays. And yeah, just waiting until 6 a.m. and everything. I don't drive to the terminals anymore and stuff, only because lately I earn more money when I don't drive to the terminal than when I do, which is, interesting, but it makes sense because I've never seen one driver partner try to drive to the terminal in the past and everything. It's often me. But yeah, all together, just waiting for the shift to start. And yeah, I left the house a little bit late this morning, admittedly, and I was trying to get to work on time, and I was close to being on time and everything until one portion of road that I took is blocked off. Now I don't mean Garfield Avenue, like only God knows when when portions of that block will reopen. But the street that I was about to turn left on and everything, and right by the gas station that we go to fuel up at the vans, out of nowhere it was blocked. I was like, man, that stinks. So I had to take the long way around, deal with some drivers, and that was that and stuff. One thing I want to say is that for some of you that drive in New Jersey in general, when you're allowed to turn right on red, please turn right on red when there's no cars and no pedestrians and everything. It broke my heart. It broke my heart a little bit that the guy that didn't turn right on red and everything. Now, I don't care if the light was going to be green right away, but when you're a fellow Ford Escape driver, that's a little bit sad. But hey, either way, hey, that's that. Of course, I'm hoping that everyone gets to their destination safely. Commendably, everyone drove properly. It's just, I just wanted to get here a little bit sooner and stuff. Because I normally prefer coming here at 5:30. I left a little bit later because, admittedly, I was on Instagram this morning trying to upload some new content that was on my mind and everything at my other Instagram page, Dream Journal Art Gallery, which is now my favorite Instagram page and stuff. A lot of it is stuff that I have on my mind, stuff that I imagine, and a lot of it is based on pending projects that Patreon patrons know about. Again, you can know about it by going to patreon.com/Dream Journal Projects, where I go a little bit further with content that I'm not even mentioning on YouTube. Y'all already knew about Project Unicorn, aka Imagination, Project Oyster, Imagination at Sea, and other content you want to know about, become a Patreon member. Well, one line run is down and I'm over here by the post office on Country Road, and yeah, I still wish that they could just have us drop off passengers either inside the facility or at the Goya facility, depending on where they're going and stuff. But yeah, I got another line run coming up, and the next one should take me over by the Newport area and everything. For right now, it's a local shuttle and stuff. And there's a part of me that's chuckling because of the name of one of the passengers and everything. It's like a name of, one of my friends. So something tells me it's already spring break, only because of the fact that like it's 7. I started this last local shuttle at around 7, and it's almost 7:30 right now, and mind you, like we got here in no time. I'm like, are the kids out this week? I don't know what's going on, but either way, I'll take it. Just finished an express run to Grove Street, and yeah, I've earned my break. I'm gonna drive over by Newport, even though I'm supposed to pick up a passenger somewhere else. I'm just gonna call up Via and tell them to reassign them and stuff, because I've been driving for almost 3 hours, people. I need a break. I barely parked, so yeah, now I'm just gonna go over to Jimmy John's and just get myself a sandwich before I head back on the road. Like, the day has been good so far. Like, at first it seemed like there was gonna be no traffic. I was like, did the kids already have spring break? But turns out I was wrong. And yeah, when you've been driving for over 3 hours, like, you get to feel it. So I'm right now on the move for the sake of like my body and my peace of mind, and you know, like my almost everything right now. So yeah, just doing a lot. Jimmy John's doesn't open for another hour and a half, which stinks. My thing is, they used to open up earlier, but either way, just right now, just let's go somewhere else. And in the meantime, I do have an Apple. I guess I could just quickly go to Target and, you know, get something from there and everything. Like, just like it's been a long morning. It hasn't been a bad morning. It's just a long morning. So yeah, I'm sorry if I sound exhausted right now and everything, but you know, just looking forward to just going home today. Thankfully, my shift is not too long today. Like, I could just simply get some stuff and then just go back to the lot, and then that's it. So, update. The van won't turn back on, which stinks. So, yeah, they tried to send a signal a few times. It's basically a similar issues to what I have whenever I drive Drama Queen, which thankfully, since I'm assigned a wheelchair van tomorrow, or I won't have to deal with that tomorrow. So altogether, I should be able to head back to the lot. Like, once the tow truck comes, I could easily take the train back to the lot and everything. Take the train back to the lot, and you know, just wait a little bit, and you know, if there's another vehicle available, great. If not, then maybe I'll be able to get a reimbursement. I don't know for sure. And you know, depending on what time I head back, chances are I may only be able to drive for like another hour or so. But either way, this is one of the reasons why I much rather drive a Chrysler nowadays. Because with the Chryslers, I'm guaranteed to not deal with any particular drama whatsoever. So yeah, that's that. So just right now waiting for Via to call back, and then once the tow truck comes, I'll take the train back to the lot. Okay, so update. Turns out the van just needed to receive another signal again and everything, and it was able to start up. And yeah, I got about 2 minutes until 11 o'clock, which means that, you know, I was able to book, and right now I'm here at Target. So not only am I able to book for next week, I have time to book for next week, but while I was on the phone with tech support, they put me on break on the app, which I don't like. Like, personally, I like to still be technically on shift and everything, but in an area where there's no pickups and stuff, because, you know, like, while I don't have any pickups, I could just hang out and still get paid. But yeah, and the thing is that it won't get you a break until after 6 minutes and stuff, because the longer you're on break according to the app, the less time you get paid and stuff. All right, got about a minute until the thing, and let me go to Target and get myself something to eat. Okay, so I was able to score 2 long shifts for next week and everything. Like, both of them are pretty decent and everything. Pay wise, like yeah, it means that I'll have to work a little bit longer, but it is what it is. So yeah, my only hope is that the van is able to turn back on again, and only because of the fact that, you know, I got about 2 hours left. And yeah, so I tried to see if there was any like Pizza Hut pizza inside of Target. Like, it just turned 11 o'clock, so like I would probably have to wait a half hour, and you know, chances are I may have passengers right now and everything, but it won't even matter if the van doesn't turn back on. All I know is I gotta mention about this sweet little older passenger who not only was able to close the door properly in a way that I didn't even expect. Like, this is how it worked. Like, open the door and everything, and then she literally just slid it, and then it's secured. Like, it actually just made me chuckle a bit and everything, because, you know, like, I've been telling some passengers that at this point, like, you might as well just, you know, take care of it another way and everything. And, you know, sometimes it's able to, other times it's not, but who knows. Yeah, okay. Let me check on the app and see if it works. You'll figure out what's going on by the next hard cut. So yeah, it's official. I'm driving Drama Queen's sister. She won't start right now, so I guess in the meantime I might as well go back inside of Target, see if the pizza's ready. Like I checked my earnings report. So far it looks pretty good and everything, which I'm actually happy about. In fact, honestly, I wouldn't mind just going home at this point. I mean, but you know, we'll see how it goes and everything. Because, you know, I do want to, like, see if I could potentially receive some additional earnings. But yeah, that's it. Like, just tired right now. And thankfully tomorrow's a shorter shift. The only drawback is that I'm driving one of the wheelchair vans tomorrow. And to me, like, driving the wheelchair vans is almost similar to driving the electric cars. Like, same amount of capacity and stuff, but we'll see how it goes. And the bright side is that I'm more likely to drive a Chrysler. Okay, so the pizza's not ready yet. Wish more people dressed modest, but I said all that to say that yeah, I'm just right now just waiting for a call back from the tow truck company or whoever and everything. They said most likely they'll have to get the tow truck for the van, and yeah, the pizza's not ready yet either. So like, some crazy Tuesday, my first day back from vacation and stuff, and I'm trying to talk as much as possible to avoid copyright strikes with the music in the background. Just saying. Okay, so yeah, still waiting and everything. You know, whether I get a call back from Via or a call back from the company or whatever, I mean from whoever, to be able to like take care of matters and stuff, because like it's very likely that at some point I'll just have, frankly, like an hour left for work, which at that point I'm like, what's the point in like just still driving and stuff. I mean, granted, it, like, the reality is with Via you can end your shift anytime you want. The thing is, if you end too early, then you are less likely to get early slot selection for the following week and stuff. So a lot of drama. And yeah, let me check one more time if the pizza's ready. I guess in the meantime I could at least go shopping, and like, if there are any Feastables here, then I would definitely get some and everything. Like that would be my sweet for today. Other than the bottle of Prime, which is 3 grams of sugar, and it's like really healthy. but it's healthy, but it's good. Like, I'm sorry to say this, but proof that we're not God and we do not know how to make healthy stuff that tastes good. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but it's true. Healthy stuff that tastes good and is inexpensive. Okay. Hey, like, I probably came in the wrong aisle, but either way, still waiting for the call. See how it goes. Hopefully I don't need the tow truck. She works again, and this the second time this happened. Ugh. Like I'm just done. I'm done. Like, come 1 o'clock, I'm just gonna drive back to the lot. Like, oh man. And like, so far my earnings report looks good for today and everything, and you know, like, I'm not saying that it's a guarantee that I'll have decent earnings, but altogether we'll see. Like, this is the second time this happened, like, second time with the drama and stuff. Like, to avoid going through this, I think I'm just gonna drive back to the lot and see if I could get something, or just stay at the lot. I don't know at this point. So I don't even want to risk the nonsense again with turning off the van somewhere and it can't turn back on, especially since I got basically I got less than 2 hours to go and stuff. So right now, so I just went to the drive-thru at Burger King because the vans don't have the medallions anymore, so you know, it was easier. So got myself a Bacon King sandwich with some fries, and also there was a homeless guy by the drive-thru window and everything. I'm like, ugh, the world that we live in now. Like, I'm sorry, like, it's been, like, this day has been insane. Like, I smelt the pizza right there. I wanted some pizza. Like, I wanted it during my staycation and everything. I mean, granted, I had Papa John's, which is pretty good, but to me, out of all the chains, I think Pizza Hut has the best tasting pizza. And then Papa John's. I mean, Papa John's does have better stuffed crust, and Domino's, like, Domino's lost credit for me. I'm sorry. Like, and Little Caesars is disgusting. Like, I'm sorry to say this. That's why I frankly couldn't last on 4th Avenue back on Staten Island. Alright, so I'm gonna have my sandwich and then see how it goes. Alright, I'm back. It's right now 1:18. So technically I got 12 minutes left. But you know me. I don't like to end right at the end of my shift and everything. In fact, tomorrow, like, when I come back here, like, I plan to end at around 9:30 and stuff. And yeah, I think it's a strong possibility that my Benz tomorrow will in fact be a Chrysler. In fact, I parked right next to one of our newest wheelchair vans, and it's S99, and I forgot, I think it's S99 RWE. Either way, I'm just happy that the day is done. I'm tired. Like, if I'm not home in the next hour or so, I'm gonna go crazy. Like, you know, I was able to have my sandwich, and then afterwards I had to drive to the terminal since I was put out of service because of the issues going on with the van today. Which is why I had to take my van through a drive-through, which explains the title of the video. And, you know, that was that. And yeah, I'm just gonna go home, just relax, because there's somewhere I also gotta be tonight. So I think I'm just gonna take a nap, and then that's it. Take a nap, and then just, you know, come, like, basically just be where I have to be, and then sleep, and then be back at work tomorrow. Or like, like the only shift that was available that was good for my schedule, or like, yeah, it has a wheelchair van, and I have nothing against ones that need wheelchair vehicles and everything, but when you're working for a company like Via, the wheelchair vans are kind of inconvenient because along with driving regular passengers, you're also driving ones that booked for a wheelchair, which is all too often ones that never need the ramp and everything, which thank goodness and everything. Like, I am certified. I did receive the training and stuff from the company, and one thing I always do on those days when I have a wheelchair van, I always check to make sure the ramp works, make sure there's nothing in the way, so that way once it's time, we could like, I could travel with little to no issues and everything, perfectly no issues and stuff. And for the most part, I'll just have to deal with passengers or sit in the front seat and stuff, which happens nowadays when I have a Chrysler regardless. I think there was only one day where no one was in the front seat when I drove a Chrysler. But that's basically, yeah. It's right now 79 degrees, and what stinks is that there was no refrigerant inside the cooling system. In fact, one passenger actually asked to turn the thing off and everything, which kind of stinks and stuff. So I had to keep the window rolled down, and yeah, it turns out that ended up being much cooler. Oh man, this whole time I forgot to close the sunroof for my truck. No wonder I was feeling the sun a little bit more. I was like, did the bottle gourd plant get killed by a worm? I'm like, what happened? Bible reference. But yeah, that's it. See y'all later.